Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy, and we are once again in the Northwoods. So I am joined by BK.
Howdy.
And today we have another special guest with us, and this gentleman has been a part of our beer tasting group forever, basically. This is Kirk.
Hello.
How's it going, sir?
Great.
That's good. I was going to say, this is the first podcast that you've been on with us.
Yes, it is.
So we told him, don't be nervous. You're just talking to us, not our millions and millions and millions of followers.
And critics.
And no, we don't have. We only had two of them, but we took care of them. So
Jim's not here.
But yeah, we're sitting out here on the deck in the sun, finally. And it's extremely nice out. And we just happened to have 4 barrel-aged beers, all made by the same company, but they're 2 different styles.
Right.
2 of them are American double stouts, and the other 2 are English barley wines.
Barrel-aged
barley
barley
wines.
Yep.
English barley wines. So it'll be interesting to see how these are. And we thought, we maybe need another person because these are all 14%. We forgot. Right. Oh, Kirk, we forgot to mention that to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
We're going to sterilize some instruments
later.
later.
You don't have to drive later.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should have thought of that before.
That's true.
You're not driving anywhere, are you?
There you go.
No, not
okay,
today.
good. Well, cool. Well, yeah, these are all made by Humble Forager. And actually, it was after Between the Bluffs, we had went to the local food co-op, People's Co-op in La Crosse, Wisconsin, because we heard they have a barrel-aged beer section. So we went, and they had like an end cap.
Right.
And these were there, and it's like, got to try them. Never even heard of it as far as these 4 in particular. And like I said, the cool thing was there's 4 cans and they're all different. You know what I mean? It's aged in different things and all that.
They go into great detail, which is kind of fun too.
Yeah. So it'll be, we figured, hey, what better way to try it,
Beautiful labels. Too.
Yeah. And they're all named after trees.
Yep.
I'm going to grab this because
that's got bigger
bigger letterings on it. So this is their limited series 5th anniversary barrel-aged mixed pack is what it was called. So I guess...
And it was only $700.
Yeah, just slightly under that. And I thought it was a good deal till we went to the big grocery store and they had it for like $4 cheaper.
Yeah. But the co-op, we support the co-op.
Yeah, we supported the co-ops. So I guess, do we want to start? Which one do you want to start on?
I think we'll start with the barley wine. If you don't mind me posing there.
Yeah, no.
And
so we have Cedar or we have Elm.
We should probably go alphabetical. We'll go Cedar first.
Okay. So the Cedar, it says that it was aged 33 months in the barrels, they actually were in 3 different barrels. Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, and Willet Rye. Ooh. Is what they were actually, this one was aged in for 33 months.
I'm going to crack this open. So these have been sitting out for
they've been
a good
sitting
hour.
We were trying to get the most flavor out of them we can.
They're sweaty.
And it's...
Now, it'll be interesting, Brian, to see an English barley wine, how that compares.
And, for a barley wine, obviously it's very dark, which is, barley wines aren't always that dark.
Right. It's dark.
Oh, it smells like a barley wine.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah. You can smell the barrel.
Kind of sweet.
Boy, I'm not getting much barley wine, really.
No.
That's really good.
That does have a different little kind of on the finish. That flavor,
kind of a nutty finish on it.
But boy, you can taste the different barrel.
Most of them.
Yeah. And I wonder, honestly, they've got 3 barrels listed.
Yep.
I'm guessing then they combine them all.
I don't know because
you do a whole bunch of them in a vat.
Would you think they'd put it start in one, go to the next one?
I don't think so. I'll bet they did X amount of barrels and then combined them and canned it
and do like a mix.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Kind of like some of those Firestone Walkers that we've had.
And there are 3 different barrels mixed together. Well, that's strong. Don't get me wrong.
It's strong, but
it's all the 14%.
But it is very mellow.
I do get a little bit of almost like that peppery finish from the rye.
Yep.
You can catch that right on the end. And you were right, Kirk. It's got a sweetness to it.
It is sweet.
It's not like Avery sweet, but it's got a sweetness to it.
No.
And there's a little bit of fruity.
Yeah.
In it, which I would expect from a barley wine. They usually have a little bit of a fruit note to it.
Yep.
Other than that, it's pretty. I mean, it's basic. There's nothing over the top or different.
It's solid all the way through.
But it is a really good beer.
Yeah.
Again, a sipper.
Yep. I say this is one of those that you buy it to share with your buddies. I don't think I could drink a full can. No. I wouldn't have finished this 4-pack on my own.
Not in a sitting.
No, right. We might have been able to try, but
yeah,
boy, I don't mind that.
No, guys. I don't either.
That's actually not bad.
It's a little syrupy. That's my only complaint about it. It feels thicker. It feels a little thicker, like, one of the meads we had the other day. The last time,
last week, that mead, the one with the numbers in the name.
Yeah. It was physically thicker.
Yes, that one was.
This one isn't, but it tastes like that.
Correct.
Like it's a little syrupy.
Yep. Boy, I don't mind that.
And that's the high alcohol. I mean, I get it.
Yeah. Well, Brian, do you want to kind of go first? And
for a barley wine, it's really smooth. Sometimes the barley wines can get in your nose, just like an IPA can get a little out of hand. It's very smooth. The high alcohol, you can taste it, but it's not obnoxious. It doesn't taste like 14. If you were to just taste it, I would have said 10. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go like a 3-4, 3-3-3-4. It's good. I wish there was a little more. I'm not gonna say stuff, but I wish there was a little more going on. I like the nutty finish, or a little bit of the nutty finish that you get, and the rye for sure. Right. I give them credit for the rye because I don't know if that mellowed it out or if that's what's giving it the peppery nutty finish, but it's a solid beer.
Yep,
it is.
Kirk, Kirk, it's just like when we're at the beer tasting. It's 0 to 5 is our rating by 1/10 of a point.
No, I'm going to echo what Brian said. It's all of that, and it's kind of heavy. It's sweet, but not too sweet. And I think I'm going to go with an even 4.
Dang, he liked it.
I do.
Nice.
I do.
For myself, I'm looking forward to the next one too, just to see if it has kind of the same characteristics with this being an English barley wine.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know we've had a lot of barley wines, but I don't know if I've had many English barley wines. So it'll be interesting to see.
It could be a new category.
It could be. You never know. What you guys said, I agree 100%. I mean, I pick up that kind of that peppery rye on the finish. It is a little sweet, but boy, it's I think for right off the bat, that's a solid beer. And we've had a number of beers from Humble Forager, and they do go into kind of these wild sours and things like that are really, some of them are kind of out there. And in fact, I did have Jim and I made Jim sit down and we did a canned cocktail kind of thing. Cause 3 cans, you got them too when we went to the grocery store. And boy, I don't know if you've tasted them, but those things are sugar in a can. Those Seagram things.
Yeah.
Oof. But we had one from this company, and it was not very good, but I think this is very good. Honestly, Brian, I'm a 3-4 as well. I do think it's good, and I'm really looking forward to the next 3.
So I did just do a quick Google search here, and AI is my friend, right? Mm-hmm. So the difference between an English barley wine and an American barley wine, it says English barley wines are typically malt-forward with rich toffee-like and dark fruit flavors, which I get all of that in this.
Yeah.
It says, while American barley wines emphasize hop, bitterness, and citrus or pine notes. So I think most of them that we've had before were more of an American barley wine.
Right.
Because they're kind of an IPA style. Whereas this one is definitely the rich and the more in the toffee category.
I thought they were going to say the difference was the accent.
I was going to say that. And I can't do a good one, so I could not do it justice.
I think they hide that 14% good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It hides it well.
It's very smooth.
I agree 100% with you, because like you said, I'd have probably said 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Honestly, because and I know we talk about that a lot on the podcast, but boy, breweries are doing a lot better with hiding it. But then that's what gets you in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. That causes problems down the road.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that was Cedar.
So that was Cedar. Oops. Yep. That was Cedar. So now we have
Elm.
And this one was, again, barreled for 33 months. This one conditioned on organic golden figs and Ecuadorian vanilla beans.
So we were talking about before, when we first were reading the box, and I don't know that I've ever had a beer with figs. A lot of prunes, a lot of dates, but I don't know that I've ever had one that was figs.
The only thing I could think of was maybe around Christmas time.
Maybe
some of those beers
Christmas ales
possibly have, But yeah, I think it's definitely on the shorter end of the ingredients that we normally see.
Yeah, I think Fig Newtons was a kid, but I passed that. I'm pretty sure that's not a true representation of what.
Hey, don't knock Fig Newtons.
Nabisco is one of my childhood memories. Don't get me wrong.
We don't want to offend anybody.
I'm so upset right now. One thing I do really enjoy about this 4-pack, and I think, Kirk, you mentioned it, was, the cans all have the trees on them.
Yeah,
they're all named after trees.
well
it's really a cool deal.
So the interesting thing on this can too, I don't know what it is, but it says seeds are available. So I don't know if maybe this cooperative does stuff with,
Well, like you can get for
like
the
you
tree.
you can get
That's interesting.
an elm tree, or you can get I don't know. We'd have to.
That's
look
kind of
into
wild because most cities cut down all the elm trees
That's
anymore.
well, yeah, because they all have the disease.
The Dutch elm disease,
So I'm expecting this to be just as dark, of which it is.
So it'll be interesting to see it with
Now,
fig
this one-
and the vanilla bean.
This one has a darker head on it.
It does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's more of like the kind of that tan,
First one did too, but not as dark as this.
right?
Yeah,
The aroma is
it's slightly less sweet.
Slightly less sweet, but
That's smoother.
that's got a whole
Yeah.
different flavor to it. Wow.
That's a good one. That's significantly smoother. Apparently, I like figs. That's surprising. I expected it to be more like the other one. This is you couldn't put these two together and think they're the same beer. There's
No.
way.
No.
That was one thing I was worried about is, are they going to all taste the same?
Well,
But boy,
that's what I
is
thought too. But no, this has a total different taste.
this is not
It is
not
sweet,
bad.
though.
It's still sweet. And I'm
It's
sure
on the sweet side.
they got to do that to cover up some of the
Well,
alcohol.
when they said malt-forward and toffee, as opposed to hops and citra and whatever, makes complete sense now. These are definitely a sweeter,
Oh, yeah.
candy-ish up front.
Yep.
Yeah. No, that is smooth beer right there.
Yeah. I am getting, like you said, the fig. I'm trying to see the vanilla.
I think the vanilla is just it just smooths it out some.
It does.
Right.
The aftertaste is vanilla.
And Ecuadorian vanilla beans, we always see with Madagascar, isn't it?
Yeah.
One we see.
Yep. So yeah, that's
This
good.
this is smoother than the other one even.
I'd agree
By a
with
long-
you. I'd
by a
agree
long
with you
shot.
there. Awesome.
And believe it or not, this one I almost feel like this would be a decent one colder.
Sure.
Where a lot of them we talk about temperature matters,
Oh, yeah.
and to get the full notes of the beer, it needs to be warmer. I think this one would be still good cold.
I think so too.
I happen to have a 4-pack, I believe, at home. I might have to try that.
We may have to reconvene another day and
Part 2.
yeah. Just to see if we were correct in our thinking.
Yeah, no, that's a smooth beer.
Yeah. So, Kirk, what
No,
do
I
you
like
what do you think, and what kind of score would you give this one?
I guess I got to go with the 4-1. I like it better than my 4.
There you go.
Yeah, this is.
So I'm going to have to beat it.
There
At
you
least
go.
a 1.
I agree with you as far as I like this one better. The first one was very good, but it I don't know, this one just overall is a little bit smoother, a little bit not quite as sweet, but it's still sweet, but it's I'm going to go like a 3.6 on this one. And it's interesting because like you said, between the two, this would be my number one of these two compared to the two barley wines together. Yeah, who knew? Elm.
Right.
You know?
Right. I was going to say 3.7. This is significantly smoother than the other one, which is kind of hard because the other one is a really good beer. I'm glad I know the difference between an English barley wine and that was an interesting fact that I didn't know. Yeah, the super smooth up front. I think the vanilla is just a little bit of the middle. The figs, again, I guess I like figs.
The fig stands out. I can definitely
but
taste it.
it's so smooth. So smooth. And again, that's being that smooth. I'm like, well, probably a cold one would be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, we can throw it in the fridge and then try a little at the end of the.
Oh yeah.
I
I just happen to have a fridge here.
Dun, da, da, da. Yeah,
Who
so
knew?
we'll throw it in the fridge and we'll try it at cold. When it comes out.
All right.
But
Set that there.
solid
Is there
beer.
any- A little bit in there. I'll put that in
We'll
there
try
too.
both.
This is a very scientific what we're doing.
That's exactly right.
So we have to, experiment wise.
Right. We got
We take our drinking
on.
Yeah, we
seriously.
take this serious. We're not just, for fun. We take this stuff serious.
and for fun.
I'm impressed.
I'm
'Cause
impressed with that one. I'm hoping these stouts too.
I really wish they would have like these beers at Between the Bluffs when they're there because they always have like the sour and these weird things.
They had a strange ale this time.
Yeah. Yep. But boy, this is pretty good. Now, did you say, Brian, when you looked on it that it was it bottled?
It's the brewing project.
Brewed and bottled by the Brewing Club.
By the
but it's a
Brewed and canned by the Brewing Project in Eau Claire.
But this is a collaboration can.
It's a collaboration beer.
But it's with Fair State Brewing and Humble Forager.
Is this going to be available all the time or what?
I don't know. This is like this was like their 5th anniversary limited series.
So this one says, all right, so you were looking at, so this is different. You were looking at the oak. This is Fair State Brewing and Humble.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Ash, no jokes. And this is the Brewing Project. The Brewing Project and Humble. So they're different. So we got to look at the other ones as well.
This was Forager Brewing and Humble Forager.
Okay. So
And
there's
then
2.
oh, that was Elm. Cedar was what is that?
Oh,
Barrels.
this is Barrel Theory Beer Company. So there's 4 different
So
ones.
there's they're all collaborations with a different brewery.
So Humber Forager and then another
And then
one.
another one,
So
yep.
Cedar would have been this Barrel Theory Beer Company.
Okay.
And they are, I don't know if it's, I mean, this is micro printing.
I was gonna say,
St. Paul,
oh,
Minnesota.
well, there you go.
Well, what do you know? It's close to me.
Yeah.
We may have to find out where they're at.
Field trip.
So then the other one was what? It was Humble Forager and
Humble
Forager.
Forager and Forager.
And Forager.
Yep.
So far, Forager and Humble Forager is our favorite of those 2, but both are fantastic beers. And I'm curious, there's a QR code
Oh yeah.
on the back of all of these.
We should.
This one says oak. This one says ash.
Again,
Be careful when you're Googling
Yes.
ash.
ASH.
This is a family-friendly program.
Yes, yes.
I'm 21 and older.
All right. Well,
We have to
which
give our disclaimer.
Yes.
I think at this point,
which one do we want to do
I think we
next?
still got to go alphabetical. We did
Okay.
the last time. So at this point, we're going to go with the ash.
Okay.
And this one is conditioned. This is a 29-month barrel time. Barrel aged double American stout, or American double stout, sorry. Conditioned on Wisconsin maple syrup, Madagascar vanilla beans, and Mexican, Chinese, and Sri Lankan cinnamon.
Whoa.
Cinnamon. So this one's interesting.
I am really interested in this one to see if it's
There's a
Yeah,
whole lot of words
maple
on it.
syrupy or is it?
we shall see. We might want to rinse. We have 2 different types of beer.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
rinse my cup out.
Yeah. Good thinking.
So I don't want any barley wine in my stout.
That would be a faux pas.
Yeah, that's like moose goose and goose juice. Which I can't even say. All right. So we're going to crack this ash.
When we did that last week, Kirk, with a couple of those meads that we did, we were pretty sure the water was at least 3%
Yeah.
ABV.
Oh, yeah. By the
All right, so I just cracked this can, and this is absolutely
Oh my
motor
gosh,
Oh my
that's
God,
motor oil dark.
Did you change your oil?
No, I did
That's
not.
used motor oil dark.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is diesel.
That's so
For sure.
dark. It's almost blue.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's like wow,
Oh, look at
wow.
That is maybe the darkest beer I've poured in years.
That is
and
wild.
the thickest, yeah. Oh,
And it smells wonderful.
Yeah,
I did spill a little bit. I got to make sure I.
yeah.
yeah. That's gonna stay in the
100%. I think you
I think you
can.
could stain your deck with
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
I think so.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh,
It's smoother than I thought it was gonna be.
Way smoother.
I thought it was gonna be kind of harsh. The maple flavor. I get cinnamon.
It's
I
not
get
heavy.
cinnamon, yep.
It's not heavy.
I
Yep.
do.
But boy, it's the mouthfeel, a little thick.
That,
You know what I mean? As far as, but in a good way. But
No,
wow.
definitely.
I was worried. I was
Then
worried
again-
on the cinnamon. That I got it right away, and and then it left.
Yeah.
It doesn't hang on. That is a super smooth stout. Now,
Yes, it is.
I am a little disappointed out of the gate because I like stouts because of the bitter,
Yeah.
right? There's not there.
Right.
To me, it's a high octane beer, but a double stout, it should have that bitter to it.
Yeah.
It's not there. I'm sure it's covered up by 6 other things, but
Right. It's just, the Sri Lankan cinnamon probably covers it
I'm
up.
sure it was the Mexican or the Chinese or the Sri Lankan or no, but this is
That is good.
super smooth.
All those big words.
Yeah.
And it's in cursive, so I can't read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or write it.
That too. That is super
I
smooth.
honestly thought this was going to be harsher flavor. I mean, as far as just,
When it came out the can, I thought for sure
oh boy,
gonna be-
ladies and gentlemen,
this is smooth.
we've seen a lot of stouts, but between the three of us, a lot of stouts. And this is every bit as dark as anyone we've ever had.
And they're as dark as the microphones we're speaking into
Oh
right
man,
now.
it is something.
The cinnamon does linger a little bit.
Yep.
The vanilla is there. Everything that's advertised on the can is there in spades.
Yep.
It is super smooth. And again, this is probably even from an ABV standpoint noticing, it's more than 10%.
Oh, yeah.
But 14, that's pushing it.
But it's still pretty smooth,
Another one that might be okay cold again.
Yeah.
When they're this smooth.
Yeah, there's in there. We can
we'll
add it to the fridge for a little bit.
We got to go back through them.
Almost like a dessert thing. They're all very.
So, Mike, what do you think? You're up first on this one.
Yeah, I do like it. Like I said, the one thing is I don't get a lot of that maple. I thought it was going to be more maple syrup kind of flavor up front, but I get all that vanilla or the cinnamon. I mean, I do, and it's not like Fireball cinnamon. It's very well kind of hidden. You know what I mean? It works well with what it is. Very good beer. Boy, I'm pushing. Honestly, right now I'm going a 4 on that one. I think that is really good.
I'm 100% with you on the vanilla and the cinnamon. I expected more cinnamon. When I first tasted it, we've had so many of these that have that really good kind of chocolatey flavor with the vanilla and stuff in there. I was waiting for a pepper. I thought, maybe they snuck a pepper in there. That's not true. The maple is very faint. It's not. I think that's why it just feels thicker when you drink it. I am a little disappointed in the bitterness. A stout should have some bitterness to it. And I know that they cover a lot of that when they push. But we've had beers from Surly. We've had beers from, trying to think of some other really high-end or high volume stouts. But like Darkness still you get the bitterness from Surly every year in the Darkness and the high ABV and all that. So you can put it in there. I think they laid off of a little bit. So I'm going to write it a 3.9. A 4 if I'm going to have a stout, especially a double stout, should have that good dry bitterness to it.
Yep.
And I'm sure they just covered it up with the other fantastic ingredients that are in there.
Right.
But I can't go a 4 because it's a stout and I like to have that bitterness.
Kirk, how's your ash?
My ash was good. But anyway, no, with the stouts, you always want that little bitterness, and that's what we all love. But what the Founders is another good imperial stout that we all like and enjoy. But this is very smooth, and the cinnamon and the vanilla, it rings right there. And I think I'm going to go with 4-1 again. 4-1.
Yeah, we're all kind of in the same category.
Yeah.
I'm just being overly critical because I like the bitterness, but
He's just being a
that's right.
We all
a
enjoy
pain
that
in the
bitterness.
ash.
What would be interesting too, and we've talked about it in other podcasts, is what is the IBUs?
Oh yeah.
They're not on there.
No.
Not that I saw. So a stout should have a higher IBU than a barley wine, per se. It's hard to say, actually. And now that I just had my last sip, I'm sitting here, I'm going to rinse my glass in a minute, and possibly put a new filter in my car. As I'm looking at. That cinnamon, you can tell that there's a bunch of cinnamon and there's some other stuff going on with the vanilla, and it's a great beer. If you'd have told me it was just a stout, you could have told me it was a porter, and it probably would have tasted the same. But that's a fantastic beer. So far, 3 for 3, man.
I'll tell you, we still got one to go, but I hope they do this again. If I could do it every year, I'd buy. I'd buy a 4-pack every year.
Absolutely,
because boy, they have not disappointed.
It'd be interesting if you brought this to one of
our actual beer tastings.
Beer tasting. What would everybody think about it?
Well, we thought about it.
Yeah,
we both had one, and we both talked about it, and we said we'd save it for a podcast.
Well,
and so
I'll tell you what, I would.
What's also great about
what we should do is Tom still here?
Yes, he is.
We probably should have him up to try them when we.
Well, we could
just not that we want his opinion.
He is a father.
We don't need it.
He is a father-in-law. Right?
Yeah.
What I think is great about this too, when they do these collaborations, is Humble Forager. We've had a bunch of their beers, but I had no idea that St. Paul Brewery was there.
No.
And so these other ones that gets their name out there, and maybe they're not great at barrel, but they're good with these guys. Yep. Maybe they have some other stuff. The Brewing Project, I brought one, when we had our beer tasting recently, Carrot Cake Ale. Yeah. And it was weird, and it was good. It was sweet and strange. And those are the kinds of ones, until you see the name on something like this, well, maybe I'll branch out. Oh, look, they're in my town. Yeah. That kind of thing. So it's fantastic that they work together to get their names out there.
Yeah, and that's why we always say, if you're anywhere near a craft brewery, stop in. Yeah. Support local, because you spend your money there, it stays there. That's the thing I really enjoy. And man, how many times have all three of us went someplace we never even heard of before, and all of a sudden you're like, man, they got good stuff.
Exactly.
or food or whatever, right?
Yes.
It's one
Or
of
you get those
scenarios.
rare ones when they have great beer and great food.
That is
and you're
entirely
like,
true.
dang, Well, all right, guys, we got one to
Proof is in
go.
the beer.
Yep. So this one's oak.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yep, that was his phone.
that was his phone.
Sorry.
So this one is a collaboration as well. This is Fair State Brewing Cooperative. Sorry. You have to read in a circle. It's hard.
And it's microprint.
And,
So it's
and
like,
Humble Forager. This one is oak. It is 29 months, and Buffalo Trace, Heaven Hill, and Willet Rye. So we have another rye one. No additional information on here at all. So if I were going to take a guess, we're going to have hopefully a stout, a double stout, and just a plain barrel-aged double stout.
okay.
Which, God bless them, we like double stouts. We like barrel aged. It's
Yep.
pretty good. I have a feeling it won't be quite as thick as the last one, but it is just as dark. Possibly even darker.
I think this one, you might have changed the oil, or maybe the oil went a little bit
I
longer.
think I was going to say this is not full synthetic on this
No.
one.
No.
Boy, those last two are.
Oh, almost like 80, 90.
Like
Well, you remember
more
what
gear
company-
oil than
Gear
that.
oil.
What company was it, Brian? I know you brought it for one of the tastings.
Old English oil. It was
Oh,
called.
it was. I thought it was like used motor
used
oil.
oil,
Or,
yeah, used engine
remember
oil.
that one?
Yeah.
It's the same brewery that does Old Speckled Hen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Used motor oil.
There's
Yeah.
an old car
Or
on
used it.
actually.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
an old jalopy
Yes.
on
And
it.
then when you poured it, we're all like, whoa.
And then it was fantastic.
Yes. It's very reminiscent.
Yeah. Old engine oil, I think it was called.
This one's a little bitter.
Yeah.
I like it.
This one's got the stout.
This
It
one
is a
is
stout.
what you were looking for in the last one. I think
Yeah.
this one has that.
It's almost like
This is your old fashioned.
they took the base and they added to it in the one we just had before, right? So, I forget where it was. It was Modest Brewing. I think we had the 4-pack where the first one was great and the other one was like,
Oh, yes.
like they took a fantastic base and they added to it. This has got the bitterness, just a little bit because it's 14%. You have to feed the yeast. That's
Yeah.
I will
talked
say
about
that first taste, it kind of warmed you a little bit,
Oh, right here.
going down the gullet a little bit.
Yep.
And
But
I do
it's-
get the little bit of bark from the rye at the end.
So this one and that English barley wine were aged in the same
In the same
3
Yep.
barrels,
Yep.
or the same whatever.
Yeah, however they're doing
Yep.
that.
However they're doing it.
Mad scientists they are.
They are.
That is a
White
fantastic
coats,
stout.
Gloves and all.
Because now I got the dry finish. That is a fantastic stout.
Yeah, like I said, this
really
is everything you were looking for.
Yep.
In
And,
that
and if
last
you'd have
one.
added the cinnamon on there, my head might have exploded. I'm not sure.
That would have been a tough one to explain.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to talk to the wife on that.
We'd have had
one.
to rock, paper, scissors,
no,
Kirk, to see who was telling Noel. Brian had an accident.
We thought it was gray matter, but it was the color of a stout. We're not
Yeah.
sure what happened.
He took a drink and his head exploded. We don't know.
No,
No,
that-
this is
That is a fantastic stout. It's a high octane one, but it is
yeah.
a fantastic stout. And you
Double
can't.
stout?
This is a double stout. The beauty of this is the stout doesn't come till well after you're done swallowing.
right.
Like I just took a sip and now I'm getting the stout, the bitterness. If you think of the original stout, Guinness, right?
Aroma.
Always that dry, always that stout bitterness.
Yep, I agree with you guys. It's again Humble Forager. Do this
Bravo.
every year.
I'm
Do it
telling
every
you,
year.
bravo.
We're gonna buy it every
All
year.
4 of these are
You know?
fantastic beers. Fantastic beers.
And again, like I said before, I love
I think
the
I'd
whole
fight through the aisle just to get to that
Right.
thing.
and I really enjoy the art, the can, how it's named after trees, and I mean just all this stuff. It's really a cool. I guess it's because we're in the Northwoods, but
Yeah, maybe.
still, it's really a cool deal. So,
Oh,
well, Brian,
that's
I
good.
guess you
Yeah, well,
start us off on the score on this one.
I love the bitterness. It's a stout. They're true to the name, right? The last one was a great beer, but I just missed that little bit of bitterness bite. This has got it. You can get the little bit of rye. You know it's barrel aged. Nobody cares. It's just why you bought it.
Yep.
This is everything in spades that a double stout should be. I'm probably going to do a 4-1 on this.
Okay.
It is a really, really good double stout.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward to the one that's still in my fridge.
Cooling down.
Kirk, what do you think?
Then again, we all like the stouts, and yes, this didn't fail. It stood right up there, and I'm going to go 4-3. But then again, this whole package was well done. I'm glad I got to sit in on this one, and thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I agree with you guys. This is good. I do kind of like the cinnamon one just a tick better, but I'm just going to go a 4 as well. I know Jim hates ties, but I'm going to go a 4 on this one as well, because this, when it comes down to like what you think of as a Imperial Stout or double stout, I mean, this checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
You know, and it has that little bit of bitterness, and it's got everything you're expecting. You know, where the other one, the cinnamon kind of threw it a little bit, but boy, really good.
Well, the other one too, it's almost as if they were different categories. I mean, they're both barrel aged.
Yep.
But both of them are fantastic. But it's almost like it was a different category of beer because none of the bitterness was there.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's ingredients that did that. But man, bravo
Well
for
done.
all of these,
Well done.
all four of these.
You know, one thing I would love to know is when they do a collaboration like this, what does each brewery bring?
Right.
You know what I mean? What is Humble Forager's part, and what is
yeah.
each of these other companies? What is it that they bring to the mix? And I've never found that out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Is
right.
it one has a recipe, one has ingredients, or is it they just get together and say, "Hey, we're going to do a stout. What should we do?" You know
Right.
what I mean? And that could be it. And they just
Or,
brainstorm together. And
I
then,
got a barrel of this stuff. Will this work with that
Yeah.
stuff? Sure, let's do. You know what I
right?
mean?
It could be. You never know.
Well,
You know, but that's an interesting thing. But boy, because we've had some really not that good of collaborations, and we've had like these have been just fantastic.
Right. Speaking of collaborations, we got to go back to the fridge, and we're gonna try. Is it the cedar or the?
Oh, I got to clear my glass here from the motor oil.
Well, and we laughed, listeners, that we did our
That's
mead
still
stuff.
at least a 2.
Yeah, we did our meads last week, and we rinsed the meads out, and we figured that it was probably 3 ABV in the 3% in the water.
Was it the Elm?
It's the Elm. Is the
There's
one that
the
we wanted
Elm.
to try colder. Yep, and that's starting to get a little.
And
bit
again,
colder.
this is scientifically monitored in my mini fridge behind the bar.
Thank you, Frigidaire.
All right, so this one,
all right.
Well, I got pretty good at that.
yeah, it feels it's
It
colder.
is colder.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
That's-
still good.
it's even almost smoother.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
it kinda
really
goes-
good.
Yeah, this goes down better.
Dang it! Now we're gonna have to try the other ones that are in the fridge.
Shoot.
I better put oak back in the
Yeah,
fridge
put
for a
oak
minute.
You can imagine how many trees we have in a refrigerator.
Who knew? Yeah, that you were right on that.
That's
Even
good cold.
even
It is
cooler. It's very good.
Actually,
A lot smoother.
that one is this the one I just did? Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the elm,
Elm.
and this is the one that has the figs and the vanilla, and you can get a little more fruit from it.
It's a little
colder.
figgy, a little more figgy.
Getting figgy with it. Yeah, no, you get a little bit more fruit flavor with it cooler, which I didn't. I mean, I'm no scientist. I'm not a mad scientist or anything, but I just thought, well, maybe it'd be better cooler, or not better, but different. And it is a little different.
It's a little
Pretty
different.
mad, but not a scientist.
I may be mad, but not a scientist. There is a line that
There we go.
was-
That's a T-shirt.
yes,
Trademark
trademark by Northwoods Beer Guy LLC. Awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for being a part. I knew I could twist Brian's arm to do another one. Kirk, I figured we wouldn't have to twist your arm quite so much.
No,
That you'd be
no,
willing to sit in and it was rough. But
it
We
was
thought
rough.
about breaking the seltzers out, but we decided not to.
yeah.
Didn't need to.
Yeah, no. So yeah, they were good.
Thank you, guys.
Humble
I appreciate
Forager,
it, yeah.
way to go. I mean, this
No,
this
they did a
4-pack was
great job.
really good.
Do it again, but don't advertise it. That's
Exactly.
all yeah.
Yeah.
And Northwoods Beer Guy at gmail.com. We'd be glad to be testers.
That's absolutely.
So
Subjects. We like to be test subjects.
Subjects.
yes, we'll tell you if it's good or bad. So awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of it.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming along on this Humble Forager Collaboration Day.
Absolutely.
And we learned a lot about elm and cedar and oak and what was the other one?
Cedar.
Ash.
Ash.
I should. How did I forget ash? Jeez.
It's hard
Well,
to beat
crazy
a
if-
good piece of ash.
Drink safe, everybody.
Yeah, there you go. So, like we always say, we hope your campfire's always warm.
And the beer's always cold.
See ya. Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untapped, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.